So next we're looking at the volume of pyramids and cones. Now for prisms and cylinders, remember we had the area of the base times the height. Same idea here, only when we're talking about pyramids and cones, the area of the base, that base is going to be a lot easier to identify because we know that pyramids and cones go to a point. So this is a similar formula for volume in that we're going to look at this shape where we're talking about something two-dimensional and then talk about how high are we stacking that. That would be the height of that. And then it is 1/3 of that shape if it were to be a prism or a cylinder. Now, as with those same dimensions, when it goes to a pyramid or a cone, it's 1/3 of that volume. So in our first example, we're looking at the volume of this rectangular pyramid. We can see that the base here is a square, 9 by 9, and then we're shown the height is 10. So, looking at this example, again, we just said that our base, we want to identify the base first, is a square. And we can find the area of the base by taking 9 times 9. So we have 81 square inches for the area of the base. So then when we're talking about the volume, 1/3 times the area of the base, we just found 81 square inches, times our height. That would be our, remember it's perpendicular to that square base, so that's times 10. We can plug that into our handy dandy calculator. So we have 1/3 times the area of the base times our height. We find that that volume is 270. And we're talking three-dimensional, so it's inches by inches by inches. That would be inches cubed. In our next example, now we're going to be looking at a cone. So for this cone, again, we have a circle base. So we're going to find the area of the base. That's going to be finding the area of that circle. And then our height is 10. And again, because it is a cone, not a cylinder, we would do 1/3 of that. All right, so again, formula, volume is equal to 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. All right, also that example said, hey, let's go to we're using 3.14 for our value for pi, and we're rounding it to the nearest hundredth. So when we find the area of our base, again, it's a circle, so that's going to be pi r squared, to find the area of the base. So if our radius is 4, that's pi times 4 squared, that's 4 times 4, so 16 times pi. And again, we're going to use 3.14 for our pi value, take that times 16. That would be the area of the base, 50.24. And so now when we're looking at the volume, we have 1/3 area of our base times our height. That was the 10 millimeters. So again, plugging that into our calculator, we have 1 divided by 3 times 50.24 times our height of 10. And again, we were asked to round to the nearest hundredth. So if we're rounding to the nearest hundredth, we have 167 point, and then this first 6 here is our hundredth place, so 0.46. That would round up to 0.47. So we have 167.47 for our volume, millimeters cubed. Remember, anytime we're talking volume, our units are cubed.